fall for it. He's going to try to get some people. He's going to be big on trying to win over public favor again, because that's the foundation of who he is. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Time. My name is Holly. So grateful to have you all. Let's get right into this reading. I'm doing a Diddy update. I'm doing it on the Thursday of when Cassie has released a statement saying thank you for the support and so forth and so forth. Actually, I was on my way to work on Friday last week, and before work I do my yoga and so forth and so forth. I have lunch, and I was on my way. I was just about to walk to work, and all of a sudden I see the graphic video of Diddy with with his ABUSEDE Cassie. It was horrible. Oh, the ABUSING Cassie. It was very horrible, but unfortunately it is something that we've heard about for years. I did have a story that I told you guys a long time ago when she released, well, not a long time ago, like 6 months ago, when she did her lawsuit, and I said I believed her because I used to work at a hotel, and the security guard, this was a long time ago, so please don't take it as like verbatim, because my memory could have changed, and I'll change some of the wording and so forth. But I do remember I was working at this famous hotel in New York, and Diddy had a party the day before at that hotel, and he said the security guard came to me the next day when I was doing my side work, and he said to me he saw Diddy dragging Cassie by her hair. I didn't really get into the details and stuff like that. It was actually kind of traumatizing to hear, but it looks like it. I always believed that story, and granted, I'm just thinking, could I have done anything at that time? But I think, and we did have security other than the security guard watching, and that's when people say, oh, we don't even know if the security guard saw it. I've worked at 4 hotels, and I'm telling you, there's always somebody watching surveillance. It's their job. There's literally always somebody in that chair watching surveillance. So somebody definitely saw it. It's very saddening, and it's sad that people didn't believe her. It's sad that it's taken the video to prove people right. But I just always knew it was going to come out, and my empathy and heart goes out to her and any other people, because it happens to men too, that go through situations like this. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I've always said this, that I feel like, thank goodness, I've never been in a physical situation. I've had people mentally abuse me, which is not any... I don't want to compare the two. Everybody's different. But for me, I've always felt like mental stuff I can overcome. I don't know if I could overcome physical, So I have a lot of compassion, and my heart goes out to women or men who go through stuff like that. When you get to the point where you have to be flown out, to be hidden, especially growing up, dancing, doing sports, my physical has always saved me, So I can't even imagine not being able to do that, not being able to have the discipline of like clearing out my mind through a workout, and finding clarity through that. So that's really tough, very, very tough. So let's get into this. I just want to say that, and if you are struggling in any kind of way in a toxic situation, please reach out to people. There is help that you can always get. It's just it's very, very sad, and I hate to start the video being so down, but it had to be said. Okay, so this is a Diddy update. I did predict, I predicted in November. I see him being caught on, I strongly believe that the feds released this video. I'm not saying I know it to be true, but that's just my intuition telling me that the feds released it. It's almost like they're playing chess with him to catch him, which I see happening, but I do also see him being Epsteined, if you know what I mean. I see him disappearing. So 9 of crystals, 3 of crystals, and 2 of swords. I see him focusing on his money. It's very much money, 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 you know. And this, he's going to, with Page of Wands and 6 of crystals at the bottom of the deck, this is the Star Child Tarot. He's going to talk about how, you know, he's going to have like a campaign with other men. He's going to try to get men to come forward and say, you know, it's happening. Men are demonized if we face ourselves. And, you know, people are not going to fall for it. He's going to try to get some people. He's going to be big on trying to win over public favor again, because that's the foundation of who he is. He loves that. He loves people to constantly to constantly be fixated with him and to see him in a good light. I think that's why he released that sorry. That wasn't really a sorry. So let's see. Let's clarify. Yeah, I see him coming out like a campaign. Even like a DV campaign to say, you know, men need to say no. He's something else. 7 of Wands, King of Cups, and to show the world that he's changed. You know, he's going to have this like, I've changed. Page of Cups and Page of Crystals, but he really hasn't, you know. There's a big difference between the Page and the King. And the Page being next to Crystals really tells me he's going to have this facade to make it seem like he's changed, but it's really about money for him. Everything he does is about money, power, and fame. And it's very unfortunate because he has children, and thank goodness for Kimora Lee Simmons for stepping in, you know, to protect those children, because they need it. A person like this in their life, who's their dad, they need it. So that's what I have for you all. I mean, I don't like to say shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I have had relationships with men, not to Diddy level, but I was with a producer, music producer, and whenever people say, oh, she was in it for the fame, I don't think that they understand Cassie was in it for the fame. They don't understand that with men like this, if they want something, they persist. I was with the music producer in the beginning. I didn't want to date him, but he did things. He basically pushed himself into my life. And through that, I can't even imagine me being in music and being signed to his label, how much control he would have over me, because I started to feel like he was getting control over me. And he would do things. He hacked my phone. If I spoke to a guy, he would talk to that guy on my behalf. Stuff like that. That's how they get control. And thank goodness it was never physical. Because like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't think it took me a lot for me to get over physical abuse. But you can't just say they wanted fame. She wanted fame, she wanted money, that's why she stayed. It's way deeper than that. Way deeper than that. The person that has control, they have control over you, or they think that they do, and they manipulate you into thinking that they do too. So yeah, that's what I have for you all. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.